Welcome back to the Minecraft Zoo I built in my 14,400 days old forever world. If you miss it, last year I spent a couple of months chasing all Minecraft animals with their variants, including the fantastic ones. I am committed to expand the zoo every time Mojang adds new animals, like we did last summer with the Epic Gust Island. Today, we will work on the Zoo Fantastic Mob section, adding a home for all the Mounts of Mayhem animals. There are so many new guests to welcome to the zoo, all in one drop. I can't wait! And if you can't wait to enjoy a little sneak peek of the zombie stables and the Nautilus aquarium we will build today. But first, let's meet our new friends. Not you. Sorry, I live next to an ocean, so the Nautilus shouldn't be a problem. And I think I saw one. They're not rare and spawn in all oceans, especially in the cold ones, but not in Minecraft rivers. You can tame them like other mounts, riding them until they accept you. Instead, you have to feed them with pufferfish, dead or in a bucket, until the hearts appear, like you do with dogs and cats. Only then you will be able to saddle them and ride them, and then your bubble bar will freeze and you won't drown. Like riding a happy gust, you have to get the hang of it, but it's easier than I have anticipated. Nautilus can wear armor, but you can craft it. They can be found in ocean ruins, shipwrecks or buried treasures. Copper armor is very common, while diamond armor is rare and can be upgraded to netherite with an ingot and a smithing template. Nautilus have a undead version, but first let's fly to my desert base to welcome another new mob. I have never bothered to spawn-proof the area around the desert village, which gets surrounded by mobs every night, but I think my laziness could be very useful for me at the moment. How kind! They didn't leave a lady waiting. I don't want to face them on the ground. Is it risky if I try with the spear? Nail it! Leave the camel alone, you morons! Oh no, there's a trident guy! Run and hide, my friend! I'll catch up with you later! Wow, what a night! Let me grab a saddle, because a camel husk doesn't need to be tamed to be saddled and ridden. And as you can see, it doesn't burn under the sunlight like all desert undead. You can heal it with rabbit's foot of all things, but it will heal on its own over time. The husk camel is very similar to the living camel in shape and behavior, and yes, it does the cute thing with its ears too. There are a couple of tips I can give you about getting a camel husk, but it all happens so fast. Let me show you in slow motion. You can reach mobs riding a camel, but it's not easy, so I took my risks and hit them with a spear. I guess I got lucky and they both fell to the ground, where I could easily take care of them. Welcome to the creative lab for an experiment more violent than usual. I summoned a camel husk with passengers, and as you can see, I can hit them. But we are in creative mode. They are not attacking me and chilling out, moving very slowly. Consider to pillar up or fly. Anyway, never use a sword to get rid of unwanted riders, but an axe. The sword, especially if enchanted with sweeping edge, hits nearby mobs as well as the one you target, and you might kill the poor camel. The perfect tool is a netherite axe, enchanted with smite 5. To cause more damage to undead, so you can one-shot them. The axe will damage only the targeted mob. And the axe is perfect also to get the lava disc from a chicken jockey, if you missed that story. Last month I spent a couple of days looting oceans to find all the Nautilus armor for my block museum, and this guy was guarding some cold ocean ruins. That's the zombie Nautilus that spawns only with a rider. And as you can see, I used the axe I was talking about. The zombie Nautilus are not that easy to find. You don't want to kill one. Later that same day I spotted another one. I freed him from his jockey because why not? But then surprise, it was all different. The coral Nautilus. Wow, it's weird and colorful and picky. Come on, dude, I ran out of pufferfish. And yes, now I keep pufferfish in my ender chest. Suddenly, it's a must-have. Who'd have ever thought it would become a thing? I admit, I didn't know the coral Nautilus was another zombie. I guess I didn't do my homework before embarking on this cast. I got back to the desert base where the camel husk was waiting, and we all took a long journey on the nether roof. Outside the water, Nautilus zombies burn in sunlight but during the night and in the nether are fine. They aren't dead and don't breathe, so they don't suffocate like the regular Nautilus. It took us so long to get here that the camel healed 3 hearts. The zombie Nautilus are safe on the nether roof, but I want to show the zoo to the camel husk. This place is huge, my friend. That's the camel sanctuary, but they might be jealous of you. Let's take another road. There's the donkey ranch and the farm animal tea house on the left. The cute little building is the panda temple, but you don't belong here. Let's reach the fantastic mob area where you will fit perfectly. Very soon I will build a nice house for you. We just need to find the very last new friend. Come on, how long could it take? Almost 1 year ago I talked about the zombie horse in a zoo episode. It's not really new to the game. It was added with all the horses but was available only in creative mode, not in survival. Finally, after 13 years, zombie horses will spawn at night in your survival world, ridden by a zombie with a spear, so be careful. They will spawn only on grass blocks, in plains and savanna biomes. There's a large savanna very close to my base, so I spent several nights around here looking for a zombie horse, but chances aren't high. I plan to use my enchanted axe to get rid of the jockey, and I brought horse armor to protect it from the sunlight. Shh, it's right below me, under the tree, but it's almost dawn. I have to be very quick. Come on, stay still. Oh no, I messed up! Get back to the shade of the tree, you idiot! Oh, the horse died making a horrible sound. He spawned too late and I wasn't quick enough. Next time, I'll do better. Oh, come on, you must be joking. As I always say, statistics hate me. I spent hours and hours waiting for a chicken jockey, and I find one now when I'm looking for a zombie horse. Thank you for letting me vent my anger on you. It's therapeutic. At least now I have a second copy of the lava chicken disc, since the first one is in the block museum. I'm so sick of staring at you guys. But the zoo isn't far away. We can start building the zoo expansion during the day and check out the savannah at night, hoping for better luck. The zoo looks finished and closed, but we can expand almost in any direction. This is the fantastic mob area, and here is where Zoo Mounts of Mayhem belong, my friend. No offense. I guess that if we tear down this wall and extend the pathway straight ahead, we can build the Nautilus aquarium and the zombie stables here. I visited the wood gathering area to get materials for the zoo expansion, and when night came, I flew to the savannah as I did almost every night, dozens of times. I can see them, they are under the tree. Breathe and stay focused. Use the axe. Don't make stupid mistakes. And jump! Alright, pal, stay close to me. Eggs aren't good for my health, thank you anyway. I need the horse armor and the saddle, hurry up, I see creepers approaching. Oh no, do I need to tame you first? Don't bother me, can't you see I'm busy? I say, don't bother me. I hope I have enough time. Come on, I'm doing it for you, buddy. Finally, hurry, the moon is setting. Saddle. Oh, let me breathe. You should be safe now. At least I think so. Hey, you look beautiful by the way. Now, let's get out of here. I went back to gathering materials with a lighter heart, now that I knew I had all the new mobs for the zoo. I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to build a zoo expansion, but one idea struck me so much that I spent 10 days on another project adding a holo core to my base. Check out the video and tell me if I was right to embrace the distraction. But don't worry, I'm back on track. We won't keep the animals scattered all around waiting for a home anymore. We are in the fantastic mobs area beside the snow golem Christmas market. Let's tear down this wall and begin the expansion. The entire zoo stands on a cobbled deep slate platform, a solid foundation, and with solid, I mean that Endermen don't steal it. For the stable's floor I used various dirt blocks and red mushroom blocks with the internal texture exposed, an old trick that always works. The stables have a worn and slightly dirty look. What did you expect? Animals live here and what's more, they're zombified. All the zoo is meant as an immersive experience for visitors who can enter the stables, interact with the animals, and learn from them. A staircase leads to the first floor, but we will build it later, now that there's a roof. And the place is safe. Let's check if it's also camel-proof. Those guys are Houdinis. I'm happy of the little garden outside the stables, especially at night when the eye blossoms are open. It has the right lush but dead vibe, you know? But hey, I'm thinking there's a brand new feature I want to use. Let's fly back to my base. This cozy tea house is actually a farm to harvest nether sprouts. They are quite underrated, but if you think about it, they look like a very short grass and add a lot of color in your gardens. They can be harvested only manually, but this farm really helps. Check out the previous video for a full tutorial. Sorry for the long waiting, my friend. This is your new home. There's plenty of food and places where to take a nap. Do you like it? Alright, let the camel husk settle into his home. If you're wondering why there are chains on the porch arches, camels are big guys. They can climb fences and decide to go out, but they need a 3-block space, so chains will keep them in. Let's put back the ones I removed so I can give you a tour of the stables. Hey, are you taking your beauty nap? Good boy. There are feeders with food. Whether they prefer grain or green goo. A varied diet is important. So maybe orange goo can be another food? Do zombies eat anything other than brains? Which honestly aren't on the menu. This is the stableman station, where he welcomes visitors. Remember to leave a tip. And speaking of the stableman, let's unsaddle the camel so he can relax properly and put the saddle in its place, ready to be used. The first floor of the stables has a different style, less rustic and dirt. Visitors can relax in the terrace, enjoy the view and eat a snack. I didn't want the stable to be dwarfed by the nearby haunted mansion where the spider and other arthropods live, so I added a turret with a pointed roof. The view is actually nice from here, and it will get better when we will build the Nautilus aquarium. But first, let me add the very last touch to the visitor center. Oh, someone liked the cake? There's a little reading room, the kind of place where visitors can find more information and maybe relax after a long walk in the zoo. I wanted to add a decoration to the bookcase. Let's see how it turns out. Alright. This worked smoothly. We pushed the bookshelf to hide the lower part of the armor. Second step, a piston and glass above the armor, so if we push it down, perfect, that's the decoration I wanted. Let me clean this mess so I can show you. The zoo visitors can enjoy the little reading room, take a book and relax. And maybe this is a copper bust of someone famous who loves horses or camels or zombies. Let's pay a visit to the turret. The staircase is a bit wonky, I know. There's quite a view from here too. Look at the hippodrome, the panda temple, the happy gas balloon, and all the zoo structures we built last year. And further away, there are the museums, the city, the greenhouse. It's an old world, but I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. There's always something new to do. And speaking of which, let's take our newest friend to his stable. The Nautilus aquarium is inspired by the Sea of Life aquarium in London with the high arches and light colors. Inside, it will be fully immersive. Visitors walk under the tanks like in modern aquariums. It's a small building, so I try to add a lot of detail with stained glass panes, trapdoors and shelves for a smoother and more varied shape. The copper dome still recalls that of the Sea of Life aquarium. I wanted an iconic shape to make the Nautilus aquarium stand out from the rest of the zoo's building from afar. I tried to match the aquarium's architecture to the existing zoo walls, and it looks like it's always been there. One day I can always tear down that wall and keep expanding. I already have a couple of ideas. But inside, we're missing a tiny detail, the water. Then we can add coral and water plants and finally bring home all the Nautilus variants. The zombie Nautilus were still on the nether roof, where I left them, and protected by the armor, they can be dragged even during the day. The regular Nautilus doesn't burn in sunlight, so piece of cake, right? This is the story of a disaster waiting to happen. When I brought the dolphins to the zoo, I followed the very same path, the seafront of my base, then the river upstream to the lake, circling Matsumoto Castle and finally reaching the lower lake. It was night, and the Nautilus and I bravely avoid dozens of hostile mobs and creeper explosions. Last year, I quickly brought the dolphins from the lake to a pond that was ready for them, but, well, it turned out that a Nautilus can stay out of water as long as a dolphin, and armor doesn't help at all. That was so sad. I was rushing to finish the zoo by day 14,500, which will arrive in about 20 minutes, and I was careless, but we need a better plan. And sadly, another tamed Nautilus. This is the route I took, but a custom river flows into the lake after passing through the city. It could take us much closer to the zoo, and then we'll need more water. So, hey, today my world is 14,500 days old, and I have all I need to try not to kill another Nautilus. Yep, this is not how I wanted to celebrate. The new river is a tributary of the main one, which passes through the city. I went all in and textured the riverbed and banks. It's simple and still needs some landscaping, but at least it's not just a trench filled with water. Here you are! Are you ready for an adventure? Me too! At least I hope so. And off we went, following the river up to the lake. My noble steed was soaked and safe, and the river led us down a road never traveled before, to the medieval city, where the villagers endured. It's time to leave the city and cross the quiet countryside. Who ignore the iron golems? They've been here so long they'd all be rusty by now. Look how the river splits. These I built just for you, buddy. Maybe I could name it Nautilus Stream. Shh, don't tell the Nautilus that its river goes up and down defying gravity and laws of nature. I didn't want to take any more risk, and the entire road was waterlogged. From the sea to the aquarium, not a single block was dry. Glad you are all settled, guys. Remember, tropical fish are friends, not food. Maybe I should have decorated the ceiling with lightning rods. The Minecraft Zoo is expanding every time a new animal is added to the game. Today we worked on the fantasy section next to the haunted mansion where the spider and arthropods live, and the Christmas market run by the snow golems. Let's check the zombie stable, they're chilling. Guys, I hope to find some new friends for you, but I can't promise that. These were quite a challenge. And then there's the aquarium. I still feel bad for my very first Nautilus, but things happen. While I was working at the zoo, Mojang announced the new spring drop, and looking out from the aquarium balcony, I realized where a new, exciting expansion can take place. Look at the vanilla forest right below us. Isn't the perfect canvas for a baby section of the zoo? It will be the cutest series you've ever seen. I can't wait! Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you soon!